Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm back for my second video, and today's video is actually inspired by one of my friends who was asking how I got some of the clothes that I got. What I mean by that is armor-wise, like the Abyssal Maw hunting leggings, and then the Abyssal Maw hunting wrist. So he also asked how I got these trinkets and stuff, but I figured I'll go over all of that today in this video. So to start off, as far as gearing your tune, it's kind of a luck game because if you're a nab and you're level 75, not a lot of players like with the gear that I have, even though I have those two pieces and some trinkets here with some mangler stuff down here, they're not going to be too willing to do it with you just because it's almost like a liability. You're not strong enough to complete such a dungeon to get the items needed to gear tuned. So really, it all comes down to lottery, and in the lottery, which I believe is the gold chest, inside the gold chest it drops toxic core. That's exactly what it is. So there's toxic core right there. I have a little bit of it. You kind of get it. You get it in the gold chest, of course, and you can trade this for T5 armor as it says. Another thing you could possibly get is polluted leather scraps. These two items could be called different things and look completely different depending on your class. So for rangers, it's toxic core and it's polluted leather scraps. Another key thing that you can do for necklaces, as you can see, I have a necklace up here. It has 56 agility and 29 stamina. Or I think maybe it was a ring. There was a ring one too. That's where these things are going to come in handy. The shadow segment and then the flame segment. These two things right here you can exchange after you get, I believe, 68 of them. And I'm going to show you exactly where you can do that at. So here's TP. And if you go on the map, this is Obsidian Shore, Ancestors Ruins. Obsidian Shore is right up here. And again, Ancestors Ruins. So where you're going to want to go is you're going to come down these stairs and go out pretty much where the last video was. It's in that same general area. We're going to go all the way down this road. We're going to go past the we're going to go past these messages over here, guys. I don't know what's going on in the global, but someone's upset. Oh man. But this is where we were last video, and we were talking about how to upgrade mangler weapons, and that's where Abyssal was. Going past that, we're gonna go over here into I believe this is we're not going to the last garrison, but it's Petrified Forest. I guess you can spawn or go to the TP at the last garrison, but I think that this is the faster way in my opinion. So we're going to go through here, and just to your left, as soon as you're in, you'll see two NPCs here. This guy right here will have the actual quest itself. Now I've already done the quest for these 24 hours, so I need to wait another 24 hours before I can do it again. But every time you do the quest, all it's going to ask you to do, it's going to ask you to come all the way over here, and you'll see these shining blue things, and you're simply just going to collect them. You walk up to them, you gather them. You don't actually keep it in your inventory. It just kind of does that little motion right there, and it says you collected it. And then you need to collect 20 of them, which they respawn. So that one will respawn here in a little bit. And when it respawns, you just pick it up again. I normally go like a circle motion, going and like almost like a triangle, not necessarily a circle, but a triangle, going between three. And then this is the NPC that actually gives you the necklace. So this is the necklace, and it increases attack power by 136, the hit level by 46, and the resilience by 41. Pretty good myself. You can see that mine doesn't do nearly as much as far as just the general. It's already better in stamina and agility. So these would be really good for me. This one increases attack power. This one also increases attack power. So 136 resigns in haste. This one is attack power, hit level, and resilience. So this one will be more for an arch, and then this will be more for an assassin. And then if you flip the page, these are all for the ones for different. Like for monks, you can get the healing power, attack power, you know, different ones for different races. And then there is a second one that is down here a little ways. I actually knew about the shadow one first before I knew about the flame segments, just because it's so far down over here that I've never been down there, so I never really realized it was there until a friend had told me about it. There's also a few spawns for the like that's one. That's where a dinosaur treasure would spawn. People have been back here, so they're not necessarily up. But this guy will give you the quest, and this is the quest to get the flame segments. The last one was the one to get the shadow segments. And so he'll give you the quest, and you do the exact same thing that you would do for the last one. You'll go around collecting these, the orange ones. You'll just walk up to it, you'll collect it, and then that would be the end of it. You collect 20 of them, you come back, you turn in the quest, and they'll give you like this little bag. When you open the bag, it will give you anywhere between 2 to 4. I've never gotten past 4. So 2 to 4 are the shadow segments, and 2 through 4, depending on what you get. It's different each time you open it, but you'll get 2 or 4 of these flame segments. And then this is where you can go, and it's kind of the same stuff, pretty similar, but it's just, I mean, it's pretty much the exact same thing. You can just farm 2 at the same time instead of just farming 1. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I have 41 or 47. I've been farming these guys for a bit now. And then now the actual gear itself, like actual armor pieces, when you get that toxic core that we were just talking about a little in the beginning of the video, I'm sorry, in the beginning of the video, we were talking about toxic core, and this is where you'll go to trade it for the actual armor. Now you need 88 pieces, if I remember it correctly. Oh, just 80. So you need just 80. So this guy does arch stuff, assassin and arch here. I've been doing the arch stuff just because I like using my bow. I don't like using the daggers as much. This guy, I believe, does mage and monk. Yep, he does mage and monk. And then eternal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's actually some pretty good gear. This is really good gear. Now the gear that I'm about to show you here in a second is even better. But this is for I believe Flame Knights and Warriors. That's Warrior, Garrison, and Blazer would be Flame Knight. Some really good gear. Gear that is worth putting gems in, just because the next way is even harder to get the better gear than that, unfortunately. And so just over here, guys, I know this is a little bit off topic, but this is actually a mount location right here. I've seen the undead dog, the Polynean undead dog, and then the Polynean lion over here. But that I might put in another video. I might make another video just about the different spawn locations in the Polynean areas. Let me know down in the comments if you guys actually want to see that, because I can definitely do that. So I'm gonna go, and now we're gonna go to Sacrificial Altar, which is the smallest island on the map, I believe. Yep, Sacrificial Altar, level 73 to 75. This is where you would go to get some of the best quality gear. I believe this is the top tier in the game so far, T6 gear, and it is just, I mean, it's way better than anything that I got on now. I don't have any T6 on at all, unfortunately. I think I have these are T5 accessories, which I can show you where you guys get that at. But those are a lot more complicated because you don't actually buy those from merchants. You only buy those from other players who are selling them in the green, or the auction houses in Greenmont, which they pop up pretty rare now. Not gonna lie, they're pretty hard to find just because not a lot of people know how to craft them. And the ones who do, they wait until they're scarce to sell a bunch of them to get the most amount of money. So let's go ahead and head over to Sacrificial Altar. And again, this is where you'll get T6 armor. I don't believe you can get the accessories over here. I could be wrong, but I'm going to go check it out right now. And the armor over here is some of the best looking armor you'll see. It looks super cool, and it's literally the best armor in the game. You can't get anything better than this. But the stuff you need to trade for it is only in the dungeon, which higher levels do themselves. Which is very unfortunate that they never include any lower levels, even if it's just one in a team with pros. They always prefer to have a full pro team for whatever reason. So, Sacrificial Altar. We spawned right here at the breach, and we're going to head back into this weird area, I guess you could say, where all like the mobs and stuff are. We're going to go straight back, and you'll see some stairs down here. Go ahead and head down those stairs. Oh, look, some dinosaur treasure. Gonna collect this to see what we get. Ah, just a scroll. Yeah, I was wondering why that was still there. These guys sell some pretty good potions that you can't normally get, I guess you can say. Level 75 potions you can't really buy anywhere else. But these guys are the guys you want to talk to, because these guys will trade the gear, or you trade your polluted leather scraps, or whatever they're called, for your specific class. And so, I forget what that's called, but there's a Elemental, Strategizer, Divine, Martial. Those are for mages and monks. Again, pretty cool looking armor. This guy, I believe, is Rangers. Yep. So, the way you can tell the difference between... Well, okay, so the difference you could tell between the, like, let's say... So, Assassin versus Marksman. You can see in the Assassins, they focus things on, like, critical level, and they're both going to focus on attack power. That's just a given. But critical level, and then a Marksman, they focus more on critical level and I guess both of them are pretty good for critical level, but arches, I want to say arches are more... Oh, there's a mount up. Probably an undead dog. These are for the Flame Knights and tanks. Not just tanks, but warriors in general. Man, doesn't the armor look really good? Like, I want to put on all of this just to see what it looks like. Like, that looks pretty dope. That looks really cool. Really cool. But yeah, guys, that's where you get this at. And then, of course, you guys know what GM is. If you ever play this game, I'm pretty sure the noobs know about it. It's not like a little secret, I guess you could say. But, yeah, that will be the end of this video. Taught you guys or showed you guys where to get good gear, how to get it. Like I said, it's like a luck system. I mean, kind of sucks, and I understand that. I get that, but I guess that's just how the game is, considering pros will not help noobs just because they're different, I guess you can say, which is weird because, you know, they were there at one point. But this game is very multiplayer. You need to have multiplayer to be able to win at this game and be good at it. So make some friends, do stuff together, and you will succeed together. With that being said, I'm going to end this video here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.